With the end of the first semester quickly approaching, we want to begin looking at what TEA has us tracking now for expanded learning opportunities. And expanded learning opportunities are written into Text Education Code, Section 33252, and it's basically tracking extended school day or extended school year opportunities or structured learning programs outside of the regular school day. These could be before school, after school type programs that are tied directly to state and federal funding. And the type of EL opportunities that the state wants us to begin tracking are things such as rigorous coursework, and you can see here on this instruction page, I give you a description of each of the types of ELOs, mentoring, tutoring, physical activity, academic support, and educational enrichment in one or more subject areas. So you can see here, if you read through the descriptions, two of them that are going to be easily confused. Tutoring, and what we typically think of as tutoring, in this case is actually going to be just homework help. So this is going to be those classrooms where students are coming in to do makeup work or actually receive help on their homework. It's not going to be new material or new instruction on academic skills. If you have those courses where you're doing after school STAR remediation in preparation for the STAR assessments, those would fall underneath academic support, which you can see here in academic support. It's where we're doing test taking skills and related academic skill building. And so basically what we want to begin to do is begin to take note of all the different opportunities that are being offered on the campus. So if you scroll down a little bit on this instruction page, you can see here's an example of what an entry would look like. Now, several of our campuses are involved in the Community and Schools program. It could possibly go in as a mentoring type program, or you can select the ELO type that you feel most closely matches. As we begin to get more of these entries from all of the campuses, we'll try to start aligning what type of ELO we're selecting. But again, this is not going to be critical that we're all the same right now. We'll begin to clean those up as we get more entries from various campuses. You're going to put a start and end date to the program. So at the end of this first semester, if you've already begun tutoring or already begun those STAR academic skill building after school or before school sessions, you can put that start date all the way back to when we began this, and then you'll put a projected end date. For many of us, at the STAR assessment, those STAR courses end, but again, you could put the end of school year for now, and we can go back and change this projected end date later and update that to be the actual end date. And then you're going to put in the average minutes per week. And so when it comes to things like after school tutorials, you don't have to account for every single teacher on your campus that is providing after school tutorials. What we would be looking at is, the thought would be, if a student is staying after school for tutorials, they can really only be in one of those sessions. So even though you may have 4 teachers that are all there doing after school tutorials, that student could physically only be in one of those sessions. So we would record it all the same. So if after school tutorials are available for 45 minutes after school, and they're available every day of the week through some teacher, you would do 45 minutes time your 5 days, and you would come up with an average minutes per week of 225 minutes. And again, you don't count each and every room that's available for tutoring in that minutes calculation. You just look at a total for what's available at the end of the day, regardless of how many teachers or instructors are available for that tutoring. This is all going to be based on an estimate that we'll provide to TEA in our submission for the summer. And so again, we're just trying to get a running count before we come to the end of the year and try to go back and track all this information. We will ask for just a brief description so we know exactly kind of what the program is. So the description doesn't have to be long, but just enough so somebody looking at this sheet can tell what exactly the service being provided is. You'll select the drop-down menu for the ELO type, and you'll double click for the start and end date and add those to your line, and then you'll put the estimated average minutes per week. And so for example, what you're going to do when you receive this spreadsheet, it is a Google Sheet, so you'll receive a link in your email. You would go find your appropriate campus number. So for example here, if I'm working at University High, you would just type in your sample description. Based on the descriptors in the instruction page for the type of expanded learning opportunities, you would go to the drop-down menu for ELO type and select the one you feel most closely aligns to the service being provided. If you double-click in start date, you can you can pick your start date, double click on end date, you could select an end date, and then just again your estimate of the average minutes per week that this service is available. Again, you don't have to add these for every single teacher or every single classroom offering the opportunity. If the tutoring is across the campus and you again are just going to add that and add the average minutes per week that tutoring is available after school. You want to make sure you get all your after school programs, before school programs, any type of services provided by outside vendors or outside partners for mentoring and things like that. You'd want to add those in here as well. And just try to keep a running list for the year, and we'll continue to review and monitor this in Google Sheets coming up to our submission for this summer. If you have any questions, as always, please don't hesitate to contact us in the PEIMS department, and we'll help you get this set up. Please share this information with your campus principals and APs, instructional specialists, as they'll all be able to help you in completion of this list. And again, we wanted to get this started prior to releasing for the Christmas holiday, but we know that you're going to continue to add to this list throughout the second semester. Thank you for all you do for the students of Waco ISD. Have a great day.